Hey everyone, Aussie Viking. We're going to do another one because recently I got to see the late and great, fantastic 10 out of 10, well, one of the best death metal bands I think I've ever heard, Incantation, on their newest, Australian Tour 2023. That's the front. The back here, looks absolutely amazing, of course. Love the t-shirt. Not much merch there, which, look, depending on who you are, you don't need it. But I did get a really cool bag, good to put your stuff in, good to go grocery shopping. Imagine me 50 years from now. Excuse me, Sonny, could you get me some apples? I need to put it in my death metal bag. Hey, yeah, good on you. Yeah, no, that's actually pretty sick. And in it, I have... So, pretty standard stuff in terms of what you get. There were no pins, however, which I thought kind of sucked, but oh well. Got an Incantation patch, which I'm going to put on easily. And actually, this was kind of new and very neat. A vinyl player little thing. So I'm going to put that on because my vinyl player has a very boring one. So, honestly, not bad in terms of merch. Really good. Now, the one that why we're all here, probably. How good of them as a band? How good did they play? How did they do it? Well, I'm going to show you some great footage and hopefully some good photos too. Not much because it was so freaking fun. The first two bands that played, really, really good. Had no issues with them. Honestly, thoroughly enjoyed them. Incantation played great. They were hard. They were heavy. They were they had that grunt. They were like they brought the They brought the speed, the grit, the sort of doomy sort of stuff. They brought it all, and it was kicking, man. It was great. The mosh pit, for how smallish it was, because the only downside I truly have with Thing Incantation was there were some issues with the sound, which was basically pushed everything back. That they were supposed to finish by 11:30. They didn't finish by 11:30. And the venue. So in Australia, especially South Australia, in Adelaide, we have certain venues better than others. You got the Adelaide Entertainment Centre. They're for the big bands, your Kisses, your Black Sabbathers, your Metallica, your Megadeths, your Slayers, and all that. Your Alice Coopers as well. You have something called the Gov, which is for like the Powerman 5000s, the Creators, and Vader and stuff, depending on if they're kind of tiptoeing on the bigger bands. And then you got the Enigma. They're for the sort of medium to biggish, smallish bands that just come in, big enough area. If it gets any bigger, you probably move up to the Gov, all that. But if it's not, you're going to have the Enigma, you're going to have a good time. Big enough for a lot of people, a lot of fun. Not the best sound though, but hey. And then you keep going and going until you get to the Cranker. The Cranker's not very good. It's got good audio quality, good sound, sounds great, but it ain't very good. It's the worst place because it's like a narrow corridor where the gigs happen. There were people standing up on the sides where you can sit, standing up because of how fucking small it was. You could barely move, you could barely have fun, you could barely drink. The venue wasn't very good. Incantation, however, was freaking amazing, and you rocked out hard. I rocked out so hard that there was a guy in front of me who was headbanging. He had such long hair that every time he headbanged, it hit me in the back of the head. No, front of the head, sorry. Like, I was behind him, and he'd be like, do, and bam, bam, bam. It hit me a lot until somebody moved out the way, because he's like, dude, I'm so sorry. Here, come here. I was like, thank you, my man. Thank you, because it slaps. The long hair slaps, and it kind of sucked. But, dude, honestly, great. Cranker, though, not the best. The only good thing the Cranker's good for is getting drunk and watching comedy shows during the Fringe. Sorry if you know the Cranker, but guys, you need to upgrade that shit, man. You got to upgrade that shit. But overall, Incantation, go see them, man. Go see them. Okay, when I saw Incantation, $55 for a ticket. That is cheap as chips, my mans and girls. That is cheap as chips, and that is worth your time and effort. This band is entirely worth your effort. It's worth there. My brain doesn't want to work today, but it doesn't matter because Incantation was so worth it, so good. I highly implore you to go see them. Fantastic. Great merch, great time, good speed, good grit, good vocals. Everything just worked, and even though there were some issues in here and there, they basically got fixed in the end. But anyway, that's what I have to say. Here's some great videos and stuff. Rock and roll. I'll see you on Valhalla. Bye.